Oh, welcome. Give me a second. Just opened up and still getting ready. Go ahead and sit down wherever you'd like, though. I'll be with you in just a moment. Phew. Sorry about the wait. I don't usually expect much early company, especially when right before opening. Thanks for understanding, and the patience too. Now, I think I kept you waiting long enough. What can I get for you? Not sure what to get? Not a problem. Please, take your time. To be honest, if you had something specific that's not on the menu, you can tell me what it is. Oh no, I'm serious. If you want a custom drink with specific stuff in mind, that can all be arranged. Oh, no worries about the price. Here, let me show you. As you can see on the menu, all the drinks are priced the same. On the bottom, we have the option for any custom drinks, you know, something off the menu. You would just be paying a little extra, hence the price difference. Yep, that's how it is here. We have a sorta keep the customer comfy and happy vibe going on here. Is the owner really okay with running stuff like this? Well, sure. I mean, that's how I've run this place for the past year. Indeed, I'm in fact the owner here. Well, owner, manager, and one of 2 baristas that work here. Okay. I see you have a lot of questions, but we can go back to that later. Like I said, I kept you waiting long enough. So, may I take your order? Ah, I know the drink you're talking about. It'll just be a bit, but I can definitely make one for you. So, I take it you're new in the area, hmm? Well, aside from this being your first time here, there was something that hinted you may have come from somewhere else. Well, your behavior, if I'll be honest. While you were waiting, you had that look as you gazed around the shop and out the window. Most people would just be on their phones, but despite it being nighttime, you just had a certain, well, look as you went about it. Luckily, my intuition this time was right. Hope you don't mind my curiosity, but where are you coming from? And what brings you here to my shop at such a late hour? Really now, that's certainly a bit away from the city, and quite the move I dare say. So you're a fellow night owl, and you felt like taking in what the area had to offer? Well now, I might just be bold in saying this, but you picked a good place to start. After all, not many coffee lounges are ever open during this time of day. Well, night. So, if you're ever feeling like needing a nice drink past midnight, you know where to go. And speaking of a nice drink, here's what you ordered. I know that look and smile. I'm guessing I made someone satisfied, no? Wonderful. Enjoy the drink. And if you want anything else, just let me know. Oh, of course I'm still here to talk as well. Besides, you still want to ask me a few questions, mainly about the shop. That's right. This little shop is in fact owned and run by yours truly. There's one other person who works here as well, my cousin, but he's more of a part-timer. He's currently working a night shift at the office, but if you ever visit again in the future, you might see him. I dare say, he may not be as refined or skilled as me in the art of coffee making, but I'd like to think I did a good job teaching him. Yeah, I've been doing this for quite a while. If you want to know, it all started when I was in high school. I had a part-time job at this small coffee shop near my home. I took the job because, well, I was young, and I wanted to start making money and getting some kind of work experience. However, well, you ever have those moments where you would decide to do something just out of curiosity? Kinda like an afterthought. and you'd simply do it but think it wouldn't be that fun? Well, that was me when I took the job. The whole vibe of working in a small, relaxing coffee shop was something I honestly enjoyed. At first, I thought I would hate it, maybe even feel bored. But I started to love the atmosphere. And my boss at the time would even teach me more tricks to the trade, saying that I had the potential to become a pretty talented barista. At the time, I figured my boss was simply being nice, giving me compliments so that I would stay with him longer as a worker. Though, well, once I eventually left, went to college for my degree and got a job in my field, there was a sense of longing. Don't get me wrong, the job I had at the time was great. It was fair hours and had good pay. But, well, I guess I wanted something that would take me back to my time working as a barista, really. And so, here we are. I still do remote work from home in the field that I studied, but I started this as a little side gig. I convinced my cousin to join me because he felt it would be a nice change of pace. And with some money we saved up, we were able to get this little place for ourselves. Set it up in the nice little coffee shop you see right now. Quite the story, am I right? Yeah, you're right. With the prices I sell everything, and the fact that I'm open after midnight instead of daytime, maybe I should be worried that I'm not making a profit. But, well, you honestly don't need to worry about that. Rent for the shop is surprisingly cheap, and we get enough customers to make our rent, buy ingredients, and still have enough to turn up a decent profit. In the end, it's like I said, this coffee shop is more like a side hustle of me and my cousin, almost like a hobby. If we were to somehow go out of business, which I don't think will happen anytime soon, then we still have our main jobs to fall back on. We would just have to, say goodbye to the shop if it came down to it. So, I think I answered a fair amount of your questions already, right? Was there anything else you want to ask? Late hours. That's a good question. Well... hey, welcome back. The usual espresso, I'm guessing? Don't worry, just take your seat, I'll have it over. Sorry to cut the conversation short. I'll come back in just a minute. Just gonna hop out a regular. In the meantime, enjoy your drink. How's everything going for you? Good. And I see you already finished your drink. Let me go ahead and take that from you. Did you want to have another drink? Yep, it'll just be the same price just as the menu says. Alright, shall I make you the same one then? Ooh, a challenging one. I haven't made one of those in a while. Last time was when an older gentleman came in asking for it. Very nice guy. I think I made his night when I was able to make it. Apparently nobody else here in the state knew how to properly make it, except for me. But I'm just rambling at this point. Give me a second, I'll get it ready for you. And another specialty drink just for you. Please, enjoy. Oh, the person who just came in? What about them? That's right, they're one of my nightly regulars. A fellow night owl like the both of us. And probably a caffeine addict. Considering how much espresso they have. Oh, I'm not complaining, of course. I mean, they're a valued customer. But even then, they're quite the conversationalist. It's nice to have someone like them whenever we're having a quiet, slow night. Do I get any weird customers at this hour? Well, depends on what you mean by weird, right? I mean, we're in the city, sure, but the area is pretty safe, even at night. So if you're expecting, say, a weirdo druggie who is high as a kite and would be seen walking into a Denny's at 2 AM in the morning, sorry to disappoint, but that's a very rare case. Okay, yeah, I know, that was pretty specific. But I'll be honest, the late hours do bring a good variety of people. The kind of people that you would you would probably never get to see during your normal day-to-day life. Well, takes all kinds. Isn't that how the saying goes? Trust me though, the types of people that come through that door over there, it makes this little shop feel alive, even at night. People with interesting lives, diverse backgrounds, stories to tell. It's eye-opening really. Not to mention, just being able to serve them gives me that nice feeling that I think I was missing in my life. Like when I told you about the older gentleman, and I made that drink that you just couldn't find anywhere else. It's moments like those that make opening this small shop worth it in the end. And you know, it's not just the drinks that makes them happy. Even just taking a moment to have a chat and listen to their words, it can brighten up their night. It can be as simple as small talk, ask about their day or give a "how have you been?" Or it can be something deep, where we can be talking about specific stuff, work, cooking recipes, gossip and drama, honestly my least favorite subject, or personal problems and plights. Oh, it sounds funny, I know, but you'd be surprised. I say this to everyone who has the same reaction as you. Whether you're an extrovert, introvert, or somewhere in between, we are in the end social creatures, and we like to communicate with one another, whether we deny it or not. Plus, well, don't you find it interesting how a lot of us tend to open up more to people who we just met? Whether it be a stranger or an acquaintance that you don't talk to often. In the end, if a new customer like yourself comes through those doors, 9 out of 10 times after I serve them their first drink, they begin to open up, and we just talk until I serve another customer, or if they have to leave. I suppose actually, that is another reason why I opened up the shop. Back when I was working the day-to-day job in the office, I just felt like I was missing the social aspect in my life. Communication with my coworkers was more of a formality. And we didn't have time to have an actual conversation. It was mostly work, work, work. Take a small break, and more work. Here though, when I open up this shop at night, and I get those few customers chatting with me or amongst themselves, I feel satisfied. Sometimes people just need a drink at night, or they want a small sanctuary away from their problems. In the end, I'm happy to provide both. So, what do you think? I bet you weren't expecting to hear two big tales so late at night, Yeah, it's always exciting to hear, I'll admit. Now, how about you tell me... Oh, hey guys. Haven't seen you in a little bit. The usual? Alright, take a seat. I'll get you all sorted in just a moment. Sorry, more regulars as you can guess. I'll just be a moment. Your drink's still pretty full. Need anything else before I help the others? Alright, well don't hesitate if you need something. But feel free to stay as long as you'd like as well. And don't be afraid to join the conversation with everyone if you're curious. Oh, I'm serious. Let's just say that there's an air to my shop that almost makes you want to join in and hear what others have to say. You might see what I mean, eventually. I mean, everyone else has. Oh, by the way, you don't have to answer, but what's your name if you don't mind me asking? Nice name. Well then, allow me to officially welcome you to my little shop, as well as being new in the city. And if you have to leave soon, then I hope I can see you again. It's always nice to see a familiar face through those doors. For now though, enjoy the drink and the atmosphere. I'll be over there if you need me.